Hello, is the Sinister Gambino here with a new stream. And this stream, I'm going to be going over the event week for this week in Grand Theft Auto Online. Also, keep in mind I'm doing this like right as it comes out, so not all the event week details might be out at the time and whatnot, so do keep that in mind. But anyways, I'll be going into the casino and I'll pretty much start talking about it. So the Ocelot Locust, of course, was released.
A new luxury car is available to win. Stop by and have a try.
And the Ocelot Locust, I believe, is a retro vehicle from Grand Theft Auto London 1969. Or it could be the 1961 one, I'm not sure. Either way, I'm getting my 0 bonus in the spin of the lucky wheel.
Have you stopped by the casino store and seen the latest fashions? What are you waiting for? Life is ephemeral and without much meaning, except for consumption, which always
Of
makes
course,
you feel better.
clothing.
Visit the
It's
casino
like the thing I get the most in this game. Even though it's like, there's one spot of clothing less than RP. Pretty sure that's fucking Bryony from Arena Wars over there. So cool. But yeah, the podium vehicle of the week is a Cheval Typon. From what I remember of the Cheval Typon, it released in the DLC where the advanced handling flag started being a thing. The San Andreas Super Autos Super Sport Series update, whatever the heck it was. But yeah, the update this came out in introduced the handling flags. So you can tell it's not going to be a really good supercar from that. I believe it's actually the second worst supercar in the game. Even though it released pretty late in the life cycle of the game. I believe the Vapid Bullet is the worst supercar. I believe it's the second worst supercar, the Cheval Typon over here. To of course refer to Bruffy 1322. If it is really the second worst supercar, but from what I remember it is. Being only above the Bullet. Between like the 40 or 50 so supercars or whatever. But yeah, the Ocelot Locust, which is the new vehicle, is $1,625,000. I think it's actually a sports car as well, so it's a pretty expensive sports car. Obviously, you'll have to wait for Bruffy 1322 to release the performance videos on the top speed and lap time. I actually have a good amount of money right now, actually, as well, because I got 100k with a mystery within the last event week from the mystery slot, which is double the money you can make max on the actual wheel itself. From the mystery that I got 100k, and then I got 101k from the time trial. Speaking of the RC Bandito time trial, where is it? I'm trying to find this time trial. Oh, I guess you can't see the time trials in the casino, or I'm guessing. So look at the, like, accessories and all that. See, like, what's new and stuff. Since, of course, the clothing does cycle on, like, the wall art and stuff every week. Bunch of chip earrings.
Don't touch anything, Dean. They'll charge you for it. I won't. Don't
I
look
forgot to
anyone
check
in
the
the eye.
math.
You know they'll expect a tip. I know, dear. I'm just, taking it all in.
Know what you
One king
want?
per face or whatever. The pineapple and the grape.
Don't think too hard.
Seven shorts and 7 pants. Pretty nice.
Sure is spotless in here.
And then even though it doesn't show if they're new, there might be new ones.
You'd hope so with these prices. Did you
Cause
get your
the,
raise this morning?
cause the like decorations do swap every week. Even if there is a bunch of repeats. That's why I go over all of them. Even though there's no new stars.
One more month and I'm gone. That's it.
Oh, the size of this place. I've never walked so far in all my life. I told you to wear your other shoes. I told you I was saving those for the pier. Well, don't say I didn't tell you.
Who was that guy sleeping in the bathtub? Not sure. I think he came back with Megan and Haley. Was he a real cop? Best to assume everyone's a stripper for the next 24 hours.
Yeah, let me also make sure that my audio is working.
You're all good to browse.
Testing, testing, testing. Alright, good. Audio is good. Because for some reason one time it didn't work.
Lordy, the prices
Yeah, that was all the clothing in the casino store. I'm not entirely sure if there's some in the normal clothing stores. I think there is. But then it'll swap out every week, I'm sure.
I'll just make her some of that soup she likes.
I'm talking about like the DLC release. If there was a like clothing released in actual stores as well, I believe there was. Yeah, of course, like I said, the podium vehicle is a Typon, which isn't really a good podium vehicle from what I remember, because I think it's the second worst supercar in the game. For a lap time at least, I'm not sure on top speed. Top speed probably isn't really good for it either, I'm guessing. So it's not a good podium vehicle to really get, unlike the last week's podium vehicle, the Schlagen GT. to think of what I should go over next since the event week details are not out yet on his Twitter. Okay, no double money arena war modes or target assault can pretty much be confirmed. And even though these pictures aren't loading, apparently the money icons should pop up and stuff. Just a FYI. For those who may be confused. Hopefully they didn't do more select land races. That would be stupid in my opinion. Probably not, I'm guessing. But just in case, I'll check. Good, thank God for no select land races. That made the event week so shitty last week. Okay, casino work missions are not double money RP, the ones on the mission list. Not to be confused with the free mode ones, which I wouldn't know at this moment. From what I heard, the bunker modes are double money RP, which should come up pretty soon. So yeah, the bunker adversary modes are double money RP. Definitely some of the most fun, some of the more fun adversary modes in my opinion. Because you get like 7 or 8 different games in one setting, which is pretty cool. Rather than like one adversary mode with like several different maps. Oh, missile base as well apparently. So the bunker series and the missile base series are double money RP. So that's a good variety of modes actually, compared to when they do one adversary mode with several maps. So yeah, the bunker and missile base, I believe, share 7 of 8 modes. So I think there's like 1 or 2 extra modes for the missile base, just a FYI. But yeah, so far those are only money opportunities I know of. So I think the only adversary modes are the bunker and missile base series on double money RP. So I believe that's like 16 different modes. Alright, so the RC Bandito time trial is at the cemetery for this week. Very interesting. Last week's time trial was actually pretty easy. Kind of, well, it's easier than the construction one, just FYI. And then Sawmill is a time trial, which I don't remember if that's an easy time trial or not. So I might do some attempts of this later, depending on how good the event week is. If it's a bad event week, then I'll probably focus on the time trial like I did last event week. There is a notification as well that I should show, by the way. I believe it's for everyone who logs in. But yeah, I guess for logging in for this week, there's a couple livery rewards for the barrage oppressor and APC. For whatever reason. Hey. What is it? But yeah, while I'm waiting for Test 2 to release event week details, I might as well test drive the Ocelot and Locust for a few laps. What is the event week? Winning 2 times money. Unfortunately, the event week details are still coming out, so I can't really give too much on them yet. But I know for a fact the bunker series of adversary modes and the missile base series of adversary modes are double money at this point. Oh, yo. Seriously, I'm not sure if Ruffy 1322 breaks on this, or if he somehow, like, manages to do the turns pretty well. Because I'll have to, like, break to do these turns. Or, of course, I'm most definitely gonna crash. Though his is, like, a slightly altered version of cutting corners, I think. Holy hell. I'm not sure if this vehicle likes those. I'm not sure if the fucking vehicle likes the curbs and whatnot. Because advanced handling flags basically make the vehicles not like the curbs. Mainly, I think. Kind of depends on the vehicle for some reason. Oh shoot. My hand braked too late. At least I think that's what it was. I'm pretty sure this is the Ocelot. I'm pretty sure this is the Ocelot vehicle, by the way, from the trailer. I'm pretty sure. For those who are curious, it is the Ocelot vehicle from the trailer. I'm very sure. I believe it's like the last vehicle from the trailer of the update that finally released. I believe the Obey, the Vicer Neo, and then the Progen was released, and then like the Frax was day one, of course, like the Obey vehicle. So I think all the vehicles from the Diamond Casino and Resort DLC trailer finally released. That's pretty cool. So hopefully Tez2 tweeted out the event week details, otherwise it might be a while. Oh nice, he did, okay. Alright, this event week seems like it's actually going to be a pretty good one. Especially after the last two being very disappointing. Especially the last event week was very disappointing. So I'll be reading them off in a moment. and then I'll go over the stuff in more details. So of course the Locust is available for $1,625,000. The podium vehicle once again is Chevrolet Typon. I'm actually not going to show it right now, but just know the podium vehicle is a Chevrolet Typon. Once again, I'm pretty sure it's like the second worst vehicle in the super category, being only above the Vapid Bullet for lap times at least, not sure on top speed. And then there's 2 times money in RP on bunker cell missions, so that's the gun running cell missions, of course. The air freight cargoes also 2 times money in RP. Special cargoes 2 times money in RP as well. And then bunker series and then missile base series, like I showed earlier on the pause menu, are double money in RP as well. There's 50% faster bunker research progress for those who still do not have bunker research. Login rewards is the Ocelot T, and then, as I mentioned earlier, the Sensente Nove monogram and Sensente Nove multicolor for the barrage oppressor. And the APC, but I think he didn't mention APC because of the Twitter character limit, or something like that. Time trial and time trial with Sawmill, like I mentioned earlier. RC time trial with Cemetery, as mentioned before. The premium race is Business Trip, which I think might have been a double money RP land race from last week. And then there's 40% off of bunkers, renovations, upgrades. And then hangars, just renovations. I guess there's no upgrades for hangars. 40% off as well with the Molotov, the Thruster, Barrage, APC, Entity, XXR, Cyclone, and then the links. And then I'll give my recommendations for all the event week stuff as I get on with this stream. So I'll talk about more of the money opportunities, like what I recommend, like later in the stream, I think. I might as well show off the Ocelot T. Then again, I already show off all the casino clothing, so I like to show off a lot of clothing on these streams anyways. So I'll probably do one of the businesses for a while on stream. So either a bunker, hangar, or a special cargo I'll do on stream. Or even a combination of them, I guess. Unfortunately, I do have a class today for college, so I don't know if I should stay up for a long time or not. I can probably take staying up for hours on this stream if I want. So I may or may not stream for a bunch of hours because it is a good event week. Unlike the last couple weeks. I'm also going to change to a better outfit to show the Ocelot straight off.
Those are selling fast.
Jesus Christ, there's a ton of Fame Machine tees for some reason. Weird thing is the cost in the special top section. There's not really like shirts that cost typically in the special top section.
Take as long as you like.
So that's interesting. Wait, there's the Ocelot tee for the unlock for this week, it seems. And then I showed off the livery list on the notifications of the screen earlier on the stream, and I mentioned it a couple minutes ago. of the couple of liveries for the
Thanks for
3
calling back.
vehicles.
I've got an investor on hold. He's ready to make the jump. I'm telling you, little soul means toy robot strong.
Alright, so I'll start talking about the discounts.
What is this gap for a minute?
And then once I'm done talking about it, I'll eventually update the message as spectator, so that people don't have to ask me for the most crucial, like, event week details. Because I do understand at first when the stream starts, though obviously I don't entirely know myself until it has 2 tweets about them. So of course there's 40% off of bunkers. I believe this one's the most expensive, for example. So the most expensive 40% off is 1,425,000. It would be half off for me, but the Twitch Prime stuff isn't yet available. And I will probably not be able to talk about the Twitch Prime stuff, because it's probably not going to be available while I'm streaming.
Fucking crazy.
Since those discounts come in later in the day or whatever.
God, today, please, today. Hey, dude, what's up?
So of course I believe personal quarters lets you spawn in the bunker, so of course that's a good buy. A kinda good buy. Shooting range, you can up your explosive ammo a little bit with it, and you can get like platinum and like gold tints in the weapon workshop, so it's kinda worth getting this. And gun locker, and of course transportation. Only one I really wouldn't recommend at all is the style upgrade. Not really necessary. And then by upgrades, I'm pretty sure it means like I think the manufacturing, the security, and whatever else upgraders. There's 3 different bunker upgrades. I believe those are all 40% off apparently. So you go on the bunker laptop where you do your like stealth missions and stuff, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Probably won't show it off, but that's an example of what I'm talking about. So I believe the most expensive one's 1,950,000.
Whoa.
A couple of upgrades I recommend for this is the living quarters, so of course you can spawn out the hangar, and then the workshop of course for modifying vehicles. For those who might not have a lot of money and want to get that stuff for some reason. I do highly recommend both a bunker and a hangar, by the way, for those who don't have one. And that's it for property discounts, according to Tez 2. Which most likely, when the newswire comes out, I'll still be the only couple property discounts. Unless there's any for Twitch Prime for some reason. So I'll go into the vehicle discounts as well. But first I'll make sure what websites I need to go on. Alright, so it seems only 2 vehicle websites have discounts according to Tez 2. Being Legendary and Warstock. By the way, the Cheval Typon over here is the podium vehicle once more. And for the last time, it's the second, like, slowest vehicle on the lap time, I believe. Being only above the Vapid Bullet for the superclass. So unfortunately, like, right when it released, it was almost the worst supercar in the game, and probably still is. So I really wouldn't recommend it. Speaking of bad performance supercars, here's the overflawed Entity XXR. I'm pretty sure the Entity XXR actually places in lap time like worse than the original Entity from day one in the game, from what I remember. Of course, Bruffy 1322 is the go-to source for that kind of stuff. So I definitely really would not recommend the XXR. The Coil Cyclone. I'm pretty sure this is an electric vehicle, of course, the Coil Cyclone. So, because of that, I would imagine its top speed is the best part about it. Though I'm not too sure if it's like top 10 or anything. Not entirely sure on that. But if anything, it's gonna be good in top speed, I'm sure. The Ocelot Lynx. Pretty expensive sports car, and I'm pretty sure it's not a good performing one either. Yeah, from what I remember, Bruffy 1322 does not recommend the Ocelot Lynx. It's pretty poor performing for the price. However, of course, there's a discount. Hijack Chameleon is just a visual glitch. So ignore probably any of them that pop up with 0, you can just ignore. So the only one on this website I recommend on the discounts is the Cyclone. Like, at all. Though of course it's not really going to help you in the game, besides for racing. Keep in mind. Alright, so starting off on this website, we got the Mammoth Ruster. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure all of these are 40% off, by the way. But yeah, the Mammoth Ruster is a pretty good buy, I would say. Might not help you as much as other vehicles for sure, but it's a pretty fun vehicle to troll around with. Because you can go top speed with the thruster and most missiles won't even blow you up for some reason. I guess because it has a very small hitbox or something. I believe it's technically called. But because of the small hitbox, you won't get blown up by most missiles unless they're big missiles. Like with the Hunter, Akula, the B-11 Strike Force, and a couple other vehicles, I believe, as well. I can't think of all of them on the top of my head right now. Besides for that, it has machine guns, which I don't recommend, and then missiles, which are limited to 20 or 30. I believe there's a glitch in the game where, I believe it's been a glitch since the vehicle came out, that if you like mash the button during like the cooldown of the missiles, you end up with less than the maximum missiles. So it is a pretty buggy vehicle in both good and bad ways. But yeah, I do highly recommend it. It's fucking blast riding it, flying that vehicle. The Barrage. Barrage, of course, being 40% off, which makes it under $1 million, so that's nice. I believe it's basically almost an insurgent with like two gunner seats in a sense. The gunner seat on the back you can put a grenade launcher on though, while the one on the front you cannot have a grenade launcher, I'm pretty sure. That's pretty nice. Fun fact about the Barrage is you can actually take it into the Arena Workshop, and I'm pretty sure you can put like a Clifford logo on the Barrage, which is a pretty unique customization that was added with the Arena War DLC. So if you have an Arena Workshop, you should take your Barrage over there, and I'm pretty sure there is a Clifford logo. And it's actually pretty explosive resistance as well, actually. I believe it takes like about 8 missiles or something, which is pretty good for a vehicle that's like this. Plus it's one of the free vehicles that got new liveries for a login today, I'm pretty sure. I think the requirement's to log in at least. So it is one of the couple vehicles that got new liveries today. That also kind of boosts a reason to get it. So it's kind of in between if you should get it or not, I would say for sure. It's not going to be very helpful in like missions and stuff, though. Like I said, it's kind of explosive resistant and stuff. It's kind of like a two-seater insurgent. So if those are qualities you really like, then definitely go for it. Though obviously it's not as explosive resistance as the insurgent. The V65 Molotov, a little over $2 million. Keep in mind as well that my prices are all trade prices pretty much. So your price might be increased if you haven't done the requirement for the trade price. The V65 Molotov is a pretty good vehicle. I would highly recommend it for like one reason really. For a fighter jet, the V65 Molotov actually lands pretty easily. So if you're in a like bad situation, you really need to like land. If you're like engine stall and stuff, it's one of the best, if not like the best fighter jet for landing in the game. Like you can really do some insane landings with the V65 Molotov. It's really ridiculous. Besides that, it has infinite homing missiles, like no cooldown I meant. And then it has like pea shooter machine guns as well. I think you can have both at the same time, and then of course there's bombs. So the main reason I would recommend it, aside for that it will actually help you in missions like the Barrage, for the most part, is the fact that it can land pretty easily for a fighter jet of all things. And then the heavy APC. The heavy APC is one of the free vehicles. Once again, I got the 2 new liveries for logging in, I'm pretty sure. So for that reason, it's a bit good of a vehicle just for this week, pretty much. For the driver, you have proximity mines that you can get on APC, so you can get a driver weapon in the form of the proximity mines. Unfortunately, you can't use the cannon like in the Tony. The cannon is for the passenger in this game. And then the cannon, the stock cannon is an infinite ammo cannon, while there's a SAM battery one as well that shoots 60 missiles. However, they don't lock on, unfortunately, so it's not a very good option for the upgraded one. And the 2 way back seats just have pea shooter machine guns that have like a couple slots on the sides. And then it's amphibious as well, so I would say it's better than a Barrage for this week, for the event week. And the Insurgent pickup is not actually is not actually discounted. The 0 is just a visual glitch. Damn, while I was talking, got my throat all fucking dry and shit. God damn. And buzzer attack chopper as well, visual glitch. So once again, the vehicle discounts are the V65 Molotov, the Thruster, the Barrage APC. Those 4 are on the Warstock site. And then the Entity XXR, the Cyclonen, and the Lynx on Legendary Motorsport, all 40% off. And for those who don't know, the Twitch Prime discounts don't come out till later in the event week. So I probably won't get those details, unfortunately, anytime soon.
Can we please get moving?
So I'll edit the message as spectator right now, so that I don't have to get questions so much on the event week stuff, etc. Sorry if my voice sounds exhausting as well, just all the talking made my throat dry, basically. So yeah, I'm editing the message as spectator to have actual event week details on it. Alright, I made a pretty big message a spectator because there's a lot of like good highlights for the event week, and I'll show up once I'm back on the gameplay. So I'll probably alternate between a couple of the businesses now that I'm pretty much done talking about the event week stuff. So the rest of this will just be me pretty much doing businesses. And maybe a couple attempts at this time trial. I want to save it for a possible time trial guide series I'll be doing at some point. Hopefully I can actually buy supplies in an invite only for the bunker. If not, then I'll move to a public lobby. Which unfortunately my internet's not very good since moving into this other house. So hopefully the stream can take it for a good bit. I think I can at least buy supplies for bunker and invite only, I would imagine. Not sure. I'm just checking. I think I'm appearing online on my PS4, at least I hope. Yeah, must be. Good. Because I forgot to appear online for like almost a week. It was pretty crazy. Because I don't like being bothered with people that send me like party invites and stuff. Unfortunately, the trade-off of being a YouTuber is like having to do a lot of individual stuff, kind of. Oh yeah, I was wondering why I wanted to go secure reserve. What, you seriously can't even buy supplies, for fuck's sakes? And I only, that's retarded. Why can't you just buy supplies and invite only? It's so dumb. Like, no, you can't go on the computer at all unless you're in a public lobby. That's dumb. Like, what if you just want to look at your research? Alright, public lobby time. Okay, that was way too fast. Probably just put me back in my invite only for some reason. Because my internet's not like super good or anything. It's kind of precisely the opposite of that. Yeah, exactly, it just put me on my invite only again for some reason. Even though I clearly did find new session. Kinda does that like one time and then it actually goes to a lobby. But yeah, hopefully my ass won't lag out the party, otherwise I'll pretty much be ending the stream. But yeah, I recommend doing the bunker for like buying cargo. Yeah, I recommend you buy cargo for a bunker and then either do special cargo or hangar. Kinda wouldn't even bother with that adversary mode stuff for just event week. It's just inconvenient. Though I don't know, you could kinda do hangar or the adversary mode stuff since hangar doesn't like give very much money in a small time unless they're doing it with friends. Did it actually load into a lobby? Wow, that was a fast lobby join. Okay, it doesn't really look like there's anyone at... Oh shit. Never mind, I see a rank 80 tryhard, I think.
It's LJT.
I'm just gonna exit the penthouse. Oh shit. Wonder what vehicle I should use, cause I'm not sure what business I wanna do. I might do special cargo. Then again, I like how the hangar, you don't have to buy the supplies. I don't know, I might as well do what makes me more money, so bunker and special cargo. Oh yeah, plus I could use my Aquila, of course. If I feel like people are going to be grieving, which I don't even want to take that chance, so I'm just going to use the Aquila. Aquila is definitely a great grinding vehicle for sure. I might check my stream, see what the Elda D is, if anyone rated or anything. Whether it's good or bad, I guess. Oh, someone liked. Cool. Thanks to whoever liked. Though the person surely is gone now. Person didn't really stay long. I'm guessing it's the person who commented. But yeah, the rest of the stream is just gonna be fun since I went over all the event week stuff. Which hopefully my stream runs well since I'm in a public session and I have to be in a party, of course. So I'm not just gonna really like talk in lobbies like other people do. Like I get it, party chats, party. Like I get it, public chat exists for a reason. There's just annoying people like just blast music and shit. Like, I know I'm not like blasting music and shit, but like, I don't know, talking on a live stream in the public chat could be annoying, surely. Why are people doing MCU for fuck's sakes? I don't know, maybe these people don't know Tez 2 or whatever. Oh shit, there's a Pro 4 in here. Kinda wanna help out that Pro 4, but of course it's not in CO or MC. Yeah, I'm going to the bunker, then I guess I'll do special cargo. I don't like calling off the pay 10k or whatever. Doesn't sound like there's any discounted crates, so maybe Test 2 just didn't mention it. I don't know. But yeah, definitely want to be charging my phone since we're about to go to a fucking college class now since the fucking new semester started. Sorry about the brief pause on the game there. I was charging my phone. Or plugging it in, of course. Since I don't really need to read off of it anymore. For event week stuff. Oh shit. I was gonna break the landing gear, so I don't know if it's possible. I'm not sure if it's possible to break like the landing gear on like the helicopters and stuff. Like at least that one, I'm not sure. Oh shit, there's a Pro 3 in that one lobby. I want to make sure they're doing like double money stuff somehow. It's probably just best I do my own thing. As much as I want to help people with double money stuff. Most people might not even know what this stuff is until the newswire comes out. Yeah, I'm buying supplies since it's more efficient to do that. Seriously, I swear I feel like one of the biggest mistakes people make in this game is not buying supplies. I did that for the longest time. But then, of course, I found a professional and learned how inconvenient it was. Okay, this person's an MC. I'm not fucking helping with, like, MC products. Oh yeah, it's a clubhouse. I'm not going there. Okay, someone's doing special cargo. Then again, you don't really make much money as a CEO. And when I help people, like helping pro people, or of course, viewers on the stream, I wouldn't mind as well. And I don't know if I want to do hangar or CEO, honestly. I really like hangar because you can do, like, you can really do anything in the hangar besides for sell all in the Akula, which is good for not getting griefed. Like, you only have to exit the vehicle till you're, like, done with the mission, basically. I'm doing hangar, I don't care. Kinda depends on the mission, though, what I'm gonna use. But yeah, buying exactly one thing of supplies, by the way, even when your bunker is fully upgraded, will be exactly one vehicle. At least it should be. And one thing of supplies, I believe, is like for 20,000 or something for double money, which is insane. So you can turn like 75k into like 350,000 plus money, basically. And of course, you can just go AFK and stuff because it's bunker and it's passive business. So I might swap between narcotics and chemicals, pretty much. Obviously, I would have to, like, wait long and stuff. I would have to, like, wait long and shit. I'm gonna start going to the terabyte as well. I didn't even think about that. Well, I did think about it, but it wasn't, like, on the top of my mind or anything.
Well, the positive here is the cargo is in a crate ready for shipping. The negatives are we don't know which crate, and the crates are surrounded by angry gangsters who won't want to be robbed. Take a chopper, head to the rooftop in the city, then take out the gangsters and find the cargo.
Alright. What's the name of the new car? The Ocelot Locust, which I put on the title of this stream. And I find it interesting, I got that comment and there wasn't like a viewer count update. Kinda creeps me out a little. Oh, from the Lucky Wheel, it's the Cheval Type-On, which I don't really recommend that car, since I believe it's like the second worst in a lap time on the Super Class. No, you can go to roughly 1322, since that's just what I remember. Though, can't really complain about a free car, to be fair. Trying to make sure I don't pull this cargo. Oh, come on. Trying to snack. Of course, my coola's smoking too.
The cargo's in the cargo bay. That's what it's for. As you know. Because, of course, you put it there. I've got a weaponized... goes in the cargo bay. That's what it's for. As you know. Because, of course, you put it there. If my wife's divorce lawyer taught me anything, it's that... delivered. Oh, look at us, running like clockwork, a well-oiled machine. I've been oiled before, but I've never been a machine.
Might do 7 more of these, then sell. Or I might even stay on until my bunker stuff is done.
Look, I don't know about you, but my main takeaway from the last 75 years of American history is, if you want something, you keep bombing till you get it, and you pay no mind to the consequences. Now, with that in mind, you're taking a bomber and taking out a trash haulage network being used to move cargo, and then picking up the goods when you find them.
It for sure.
Look at us, running like clockwork, a well-oiled machine. I've been oiled before, but I've never been a machine.
Would be nice to know what it is without having to go out of the building, of course. Alright, this will finally get me to 100k. I don't know, I might just stop at 100k, I don't know.
So I'm looking at a Merryweather manifest, and it looks like they're carrying our cargo. In fighter planes. But you know how to beat fighter planes. With more fighters. And some luck. Yours are ready for you. So just get up there and shoot theirs out of the sky. Then collect the cargo when they're down. Simple.
doesn't hold that my trigger sucks on this game for some reason. What the fuck? Wow. Somebody homing on you on the fucking ground as well. Damn it. Oh, oh, yo. Oh my god, how did it land up there? Holy shit. How am I gonna even get that shit? What the fuck? What kind of spawn? How did that even happen, man? I'm gonna try to bounce my ass up there then. Fuck. Seriously? Can't even get the shit, for fuck's sake. I wanna try to havoc, fuck it. Fucking move, please. Oh my god. Oh. Fuck yeah, did it. Oh my god, thank god for that.
That's how it's...
I still need a call from my club, apparently.
Morse Mutual, we're here to help. I think we can handle that.
Fucking, when we fucking done. Some of those missions are just ridiculous. Yeah, special cargo, I have to buy the cargo bunker, I just buy 75k. And then like every 2.5 hours or so you can sell it, and hangar, obviously it's starting to get annoying, so I'll just sell my stuff, why not? So that I can get some sleep for my fucking college class, unfortunately. Because of course it has to be on Thursday. Just had to be. Plus it's approaching over 2
You
hour
ready to make
point,
this
so
sale?
I might as
Okay.
well.
The buyer is keeping things simple for us.
Ah,
Use the
come on,
skylift to
Skylift.
deliver that shipping container to the drop-off.
I
Get
can
it
be
there,
easily
and we
griefed in
get
this
paid.
shit. I love the Skylift if it can actually be stored. Like, I would actually love this mission if you could store the Skylift. Of course you can't. But yeah, I'll check on the bunker after this. I'm pretty sure the bunker won't. I'm pretty sure the bunker will not be ready to sell, unfortunately. So it's probably going to be it for this stream. Sorry, I stopped at 100k over 200k. But it's honestly not really fun for me anymore on the stream. Doing the hanger stuff. Like, if it was import-export, I would probably do it as long as I wanted to. I could sell my nightclub stuff if I wanted to as well. I might do that, I don't know. No, I like keeping these streams to this stuff that's 2 times money. Unless I'm like really broke, then I will sell my nightclub stuff. At least this will get me back my bunker investment, basically. Of the 75k for the 420k or whatever supplies. Plus even more of that as well. Oh, it's over here, okay. Okay, how the heck did my CO vehicle end up getting destroyed? Like, what? I don't see anyone, like, by a hangar where it would have been. So I don't know how the heck my CO vehicle apparently got destroyed. But whatever. Yeah, screw it, I'm in on this fucking cell. I'm shocked I actually got more than 100k, to be honest. Guess it had to do with the amount of people in the lobby, of course. 13, alright, yeah, that makes sense. Still gotta customize my P-Fister Neon and Pegasi Reaper for the Twitch Prime Awards for last week, of course. That would definitely be some good money there. What the fuck? Oh, I thought that was like a mugger or something. I was like, what the fuck? It's that character. All money off the radar. Let's
Well,
grind
you
off the radar,
delivered.
dude. Then,
Not that I was expecting any different. You said you'd deliver, and you delivered. Because that's what you do. What you say. The full payments come through.
Okay then, Ron. As cool as a character you are, in my opinion, you do get annoying, Ron. That's part of the fun. That's part of why Ron's such a cool character to me. But anyways, that's gonna be it for the stream. Sorry if I didn't really do the business much. Oh, hey. Yeah, sorry you got here at the end of the stream, unfortunately. Though of course this will be basically uploaded in an hour or whatever, however long it takes for YouTube to upload the stream when it's all done. Hope you enjoyed.